Welp, the MLC. So definitely had to take advantage of that Target deal that they got going on, 50% off all their DC stuff before the sale ended. I was able to finally finish up the Anti-Monitor wave. Got Hal Jordan Black Lantern and Star Sapphire Wonder Woman. So that's big right there. Still need the white Hal Jordan, but I'll get that later. And then of course Stargirl from the new wave, and Magog here. It's an awesome figure. Looks so dope. And then finally picked up Robin, the Young Justice line. Only $9, man. You cannot beat that. Yeah, I held off on this figure for a while, but so I'm so glad I waited. Now it's got it for a great deal. So I'm gonna crack these things open and then we'll have a full look at the Anti-Monitor wave. Alright, so let's go over the whole entire Anti-Monitor wave real quick, minus the White Lantern Hal Jordan. Like I said, this wave was based more for the comic fans, I believe. This was, all it was just one comic run, Blackest Night. I can't remember which issue it was, but still, just doing that for the fans, that's a real treat. I know a lot of people didn't really care for the wave itself, just based on, it wasn't like iconic characters in that sort of sense. It was just mainly for that, the little run it had. I think Lex Luthor and the Scarecrow here, they were the perfect choices for, the what they did for that issue. Of course, Scarecrow's more of the embodiment of fear, and of course, Lex Luthor, he's just awesome with this thing. Super, super clean. I think the rest were kind of like, let's just throw them in there. I mean, Wonder Woman based on love, I don't know. She's more of a warrior type. Flash Hope, I can see where that comes through. And of course, the compassion for Adam. But this figure right here is super clean. The whole entire sculpt, all these little detail all over him. It just came out really nice. And I also do really like the Black Lantern Hal Jordan. Just it's a really clean paint, all around good figure. And of course, Lex Luthor. This whole kind of translucent, plastic, whatever they have on him, is really dope. And this thing came out so nice. The only problem with mine is right at the diaphragm, it's a little loose. And of course, you've probably seen this one. Wow, I had this figure a while back, Scarecrow. This is a really nice Scarecrow figure. If you don't have one, definitely get this one. This is a really clean one to have. Even the Wonder Woman, the Star Sapphire, looks really nice. It's a different kind of, articulation compared to the men, or the male molds, I should say. But all around, really cool sculpt on her. I liked all the little detail they put on. Really clean, sexy figure. And of course, the Flash here, this is a really nice blue paint. I mean, I really like the color scheme on it. It's real vibrant. The black is real deep. So it just really blends in well. Then of course, Anti-Monitor. I know a lot of people would like to see him a lot bigger, but of course, we're probably not going to see that ever. But this is a really nice figure. It came out really nice. I like the little fire mouth, or whatever they call it. All around clean figure. So this is a really nice wave. It's not one of those ones where, yeah, you have to get it. I mean, if you're a fan of the comics, the fan of the Blackest Night, the whole run. But I do think that's the key selling point here is for the comics. Just before the sale ended, I was able to cop 2 more from the Stripe wave, Wave 19. So we got Hawkman, which is a really, really nice face sculpt on this thing. Really like this. Of course, he's got interchangeable head, so this really helps you complete like a JSA team, and of course the Atom as well, founding member of the JSA, one of them. So yeah, definitely take advantage of those deals when they arise, because you never know when it's going to happen again. I know Kmart had a DCUC sale a while back here, so it's just nice to be able to get these things for a good price. Of course, like $7.50 was what we used to pay for them back then, but times are different. So now all I'm missing now is to get Lord Naga and the Sandman. So hopefully this week I'll be able to pick them up. So here's the Young Justice figures as they stand. We got Red Arrow, Aqualad, Robin, and Artemis. And don't forget about Kid Flash and M'gann. Just had to throw those in there for a stand-in. But the line itself is just a remarkable line. I really love the way they came out of the gates with this set right here. Of course, all these figures have bases which they come with. I don't have the other two out right now, but you see Robin has this kind of a tower ledge, and Red Arrow also came with another tower edge, and it lines up good. The only problem is the blacks are a little different, but hey, I overlooked that real fast. But yeah, for 19 bucks, which of course the deal that was going on dropped them down to 50% off. You cannot beat that. I mean, they came with interchangeable weapons, great sculpt, and of course the base. So I mean, regular price are $19. You cannot beat that for anything. Really cool figures, awesome. Really love the way this line came out. And of course we have Superboy coming out, Sportsmaster. There is a who else was out there? There's a few more that are on the horizon. So this line is only going to get better, especially for that price. I think 19 for what you get is an excellent price point for any figure wise. I mean, especially if you're going to give in weapons and base stands as well. So definitely, if the sale's still going on in the area, cop these figures. These are really awesome figures. And of course, this is the new one I got. I didn't have this figure for a while. I wanted to wait on it because I have a couple different Robins already, but I'm really glad I waited, especially to get it for $9. I mean, he's got weapons. He's got this that little comm thing, which is that transparent blue. Is really nice. I mean, this whole set, I'm a huge fan of this set. So I'm hoping to get more when they could come out. So be on the lookout. Now we got to get into the MOF side of things. Must-own figure. Now this one is not a Marvel Legends, but it is a Spider-Man classic. So here we got Scorpion. Love this figure. This is such an amazing figure. Now this one is I think it's the variant. I'm not too sure if they were both released differently, but there's also a regular standard, I would say, Scorpion, and this one is the metallic, armored one, which I love this one. All the detail they went into this thing is just amazing. It's one of my top rated figures I own. Articulation is superb. Even the tail itself is articulated. It's got that kind of bendy material, but just all around cool detail. This whole thing is just covered with it. So if you can find him for a good deal, he's, I don't know, maybe $40. I haven't looked for it online in a while, but definitely get this figure. Real quick story. This is the funniest thing, right? This is the first time Shartimus had met Dave Vonner, and he was talking about how he liked the Scorpion figure, and Dave said, yeah, we had put a toy function in there, and Shartimus was like, there's no toy function in it. What are you talking about? And they were both like going back and forth, and Shartimus was like, I own that figure. There's no toy function. And Dave's kind of looking at him like, okay, buddy. And then sure enough, there's a kind of toy function with it. But of course, I don't have the missile to it. But that was just a cool experience. I mean, those guys just going back and forth. That was hilarious. All right, Marvel Universe side of things, basically a Iron Man figure. We have Ultimate Iron Man. This is one of the newer figures from, that particular line, which is a very hard figure to find, but it all makes it worthwhile when you find it, because this is truly a must-own figure, especially if you're an Ultimate fan. I think they really did a tremendous job with this one. It's 100% better than any of the other, Iron Man Ultimate that have come out. It's got interchangeable head. It's got really cool articulation, ball joint hips. It's a really nice 3 3/4 inch figure. It's probably one of the top rated ones that has come out, just because of the articulation that they put into it. Really makes it feel like there's a person in the suit. So this is all around great figure. So definitely get this one if you can. I know it's kind of hard to find, but hey, that's why we got to continue on. DCUC must own figure. We have Cyborg Superman. This one's actually from the Kilowog wave, and this one's based on the Sinestro Corps, Cyborg Superman. So basically all this is a remold of the superhero line Cyborg Superman, which was still an awesome figure. This one right here, I just love the vibrant colors on it, the red, the silver, it's just all around just blends in so well. And that face sculpt is still amazing. I mean, look at that. Super red eyes, clean. Of course, he's got all the rings on him. Look at that. Good detail all around. So this is one of my top rated figures, in my top 5, basically for the whole line. I actually love this figure. I bought a whole mess of them when he came out. I think I own like 5 of them. So definitely get this figure if you still can in your area. I know that Kilowog wave is a really strong wave all around. All the characters in that wave are really good. So this one is just essential, especially if you have a Sinestro core. Alright, and into the Legion of Doom, we have Bizarro. Yep, you guys want a Bizarro? You got him. This is a very nice figure, by the way. If you don't own this figure, definitely get it. You will be very happy with the outcome of it. This thing is super clean all the way around. What's cool about it, too, is it doesn't, particularly have that standard Superman body mold. His chest is actually way bigger than all the other Supermans that have come out. It's got a thin waist and really cool legs on him too. It doesn't have the, well, it still has that wide open hips, but it works for this character because he's kind of, mangly looking. But it just all around just a really sharp figure. Look at that face. Cool. And the chain is removable. So this is all around. I love this figure. It's in actually one of my top favorite figures too. So you guys got to see a glimpse of a lot of my favorite figures this week. But don't forget to vote next week for the Legion of Doom. And then next week we'll probably switch it up to something different as well. We'll stay tuned for that. But all around, thanks for tuning in to Super Sunday. And I'll show you guys something cool next week. Peace. Zorro!